Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for the week of March 8th. This week, we're going to do things a little differently. We're going to take a look in this first row at your general energies that you'll be dealing with this week. In your second row, we're going to look at any blockages or any blind spots that you might have and any solutions to those blockages and blind spots. In your third row, we're going to take a look at anything unexpected that could be coming in for you at this time. And in your fourth row, we're going to look at your next steps from your guides. So we're basically guidance from your guides. Also at the end, we will be pulling 3 yes or no questions. And I will give you time to pause the video before I give you the answers. But I'm going to pull 3 cards and they will just represent a yes or a no. So that'll be that, Capricorn. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time, Capricorn, as well. But Capricorn, let's see what is going on for you, Capricorn, at this time. You have the healing heart card here. So I do feel like some of you are trying to heal at this time. For some of you, I don't do health readings. And again, I'm mostly because I'm not a doctor, so I do not give medical advice on this channel. But I do feel like some of you could have had surgery, or somebody out there is recovering from a surgery. So I feel like you're just recovering. But for others, I feel like you're healing at this time in general. Yeah, you have this great big love card. A lot of really good love cards showing up here in your reading. So there definitely could be love coming in for you here at this time. So for your general energies here, you have the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Six of Swords here. This is a healing reading. It's like you're moving on from something that was like a nightmare in your life. This nightmare, I feel, was more just inconsistent energy. I really actually don't feel it matters if this was inconsistency in love or money, or health or something else in your life. I just feel very inconsistent energy off of that Knight of Wands energy is what I would say to you. You know what's popping into my head? Is it's almost like if you've ever had a pair of like headphones where it's like you have to like wiggle it to try to get it to work, where it's like maybe you ripped them out of the socket or whatever here, Capricorn. That's the energy I'm picking up here. It's almost like you had something that was like a pair of headphones where it's like you had to work it to try to get the connection, if that makes sense. So I feel there was like no connection or some sort of inconsistent situation here. And I feel it just caused a lot of sleepless nights. Pretty simple energy. So let's look deeper into this here for you, Capricorn, and see where that message is going. Ten of Swords, I feel like you're leaving it in the past, honestly. For some of you, I feel like this is a breakup. Yeah, Two of Pentacles, moving forward towards something that works. Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you're moving on to calmer shores. Plain and simple. Like I said, this is the most simple general energy reading that I've done this week. I feel that this is just, and you're the last sign that I'm doing this week as well, Capricorn, but save the best for last, right? And I feel that you're moving towards your Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is everything you want in your life. There's no doubt, like walking away from something could have hurt. With that Ten of Swords, it's kind of like a weird energy I'm getting as well, because for some of you, I feel like you walked away from this energy a long time ago. And, it's like this could be a job. So maybe you haven't had a job in a while. And now I feel like you're getting something. Two of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. It's like the nightmare is over. Those are really the words that I'm getting from your reading. I feel like you are ending a nightmare, or whatever you want to call it, right? And you're stepping into your castle. The Ten of Pentacles, they're inside like castle walls on this card, and they're safe, secure, comfortable, protected. They also have all the wealth and abundance that they could possibly ever need. So I do feel there's a lot of abundance coming in for you with that Ten of Pentacles energy. I would say big improvements here with this Ten of Pentacles. I like this, very positive here, even with that Ten of Swords. Again, I feel like that's more talking about the inconsistent energy. Like I said, the connection, something off about a connection here, Capricorn. In your next row here, representing your blockages, you have the relaxation card. I do feel like some of you need to relax here, Capricorn. So I feel like this is saying you need to take some time for yourself. It's like maybe one of your blockages or your blind spots is you're working too much or you're trying too hard, right? And you're like the third sign that has had this message. So I feel like you need to take some time to rest, relax, recover. Go on an adventure, right? You have this adventurous card here. Doesn't even have to be, to a place. Yes, I realize that there's COVID, so it's like it could be an adventure in your mind. You could be studying something, learning about something, watching a movie. I feel like you just need some relaxation time here. You have the Eight of Wands, the High Priestess and the Moon card. I'm getting a very strange message popping into my head for you here, Capricorn. I'm trying to clarify it in my head, but it's something about like specialist is a word that I'm getting. But I feel like you're releasing something here. It's almost like, I'm trying to figure out how to put these words together. Because it's kind of coming in jumbled right now, but it's almost like certain requirements have to be met for you to feel like something is a success. Very strange message that's popping into my head here. So it's like maybe for you to be in a successful relationship, there's like a list of things that are kind of required by you, right? I feel like that list is changing. Same thing in like work or business. I feel like there's like a list or there's certain things here. The reason I think it's changing is because this row to me, it's like saying something about comparing to other people or something like that. I feel that for some of you, it's almost like the blockage is that you have not seen the truth behind things. Like maybe you thought someone had a perfect relationship on the surface, right? So you created this list of requirements in your head where it's like a perfect relationship has to be this, 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 and this. But it's like what you don't know behind closed doors, this relationship that you think is perfect is actually a mess, right? And it doesn't have to be love. This could be work or business or whatever. It's like, but I also feel like there's some sort of illusion with this Moon card. It's like maybe you have a business or a job, and maybe you had this list of things that you thought made people successful. It's almost like something is being revealed to you here, Capricorn. This is a very powerful reading, is what I'm going to say to you. I feel like something is being revealed to you where it's like you're finding out like the true answer. And this is not the truth coming out, although you do have the Ace of Swords here, which is the truth. I feel like you're finding out like what it really is. It's like you're really finding out the ingredients to a perfect relationship. You're finding the real ingredients to a perfect business or job or whatever. So it's like something's changing here. I feel like it's not even almost a blind spot because I feel like you have learned like what it is. If you have not, like if you are struggling, and if that message resonates with you, if you feel like you're comparing yourself, or if you feel like you have a list of things, I feel like this is saying go on an adventure, explore, and like find out what the real thing is. You know, find out for yourself. You have the Nine of Wands. How do we find out for ourselves? We have to experiment. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands says throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. That's what Nine of Wands means to me. It's a card of perseverance, not giving up. But again, if you're struggling, if you're like, what makes a perfect relationship? Go out and have a relationship, or multiple, right? Meet multiple people so you actually know what makes a perfect relationship. Same thing in work or business. I feel like there's a need for you to get started on something here. With the High Priestess, Five of Cups, sadness, again, a disappointment, because again, I feel like you're finding something out here. Yeah, the World, I like this energy for you, Capricorn. Like I said, I feel like it's like you are figuring out what makes true happiness. You're finding out what makes the perfect something here with this energy. It's almost like you're discovering, the secret sauce to something, and I feel like that's going to lead to you achieving a goal. So I like that. I do feel like there's like a little bit of disappointment. Sometimes I think, with the Five of Cups, it's one of those things where it's like when we kind of learn the real truth about something, it can get like a little bit ugly, right? Or it's like when we learn the true truth about something, like maybe relationships, and when we figure that out, it can be like a little sad. Maybe we get a little depressed. We're like, wow, that's the truth. That's as good as it gets. But I also feel like it kind of leaves you with like this foundation where it's like, you could actually build upon it, make something much better. It's like he's crying over, the reason I'm saying this, he's crying over 3 cups, and there's 2 cups behind him. It's like, kind of like, he's still going to be a little bit sad because he's only getting 2 cups. He's not getting 3. But what I feel like you need to realize is that you're not just getting the cups. You're getting a bridge to the castle. So I feel for some of you, you're getting a bridge to your 10 of Pentacles with this reading. Love it. Next in your unexpected here, or the unexpected things that could be coming in for you, you have the Distant Horizons card. So I feel there's, number one, communication coming in the future. Page of Cups, Ace of Swords, Page of Swords, communication. Somebody wanting to communicate with you, and it could be in love, but probably in the future, obviously, with this card here. And you have the Occupation card as well, so it could be work, a job, something coming in for you, like an offer. So you have the Page of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Page of Swords here. Like I said, I do feel for most of you, this is a love offer that's coming in for you here. Definitely going to be a victory with the Ace of Swords. I think it's someone who's very curious about you with the Page of Swords. It's funny that the Page of Swords is pointing towards this moon. It's like whatever's coming in here is what you have learned about. Like I said, it's like the list of things that you have clarified. So I feel like you've gotten more clear in this row. For others, I do feel this could be just a job coming in for you. I feel this is something that you've wanted to do for a while, or there is a job coming in for you. And it's going to be a victory here with the Ace of Swords. On top of that, I feel this is an opportunity. I feel like this is an opportunity because of the Page of Cups. Page of Cups, he is like imagining this fish that's in the cup there on this card. And, you know, it's kind of like an opportunity. The fish represents something that could slip away very easily, like a business idea, a job, or a job idea, or an idea to go apply to a job or something like that. But it's like he needs to take action. Ace of Swords, he will be victorious. The mountains down here represent obstacles. So I feel you've had a lot of obstacles in probably love and business here, but I feel like you need to take action with that Ace of Swords. The sword is above the mountains on the Ace of Swords, and it just represents the fact that you will easily be able to overcome, you know, challenges, obstacles, difficulties, like all those other things. But let's see, Capricorn, what we get for you here. You have the Six of Pentacles here, the Knight of Pentacles, definitely a victory coming in for you, and the Ace of Wands, very passionate new beginning. Definitely could be love coming in for you here. There's going to be equal give and take with that Six of Pentacles, and I feel like it's a very passionate new beginning with the Ace of Wands. So a lot of passion if this is love. For others, this is a project. This is your answer. Two aces is a yes. So if you have any ideas, if you have an idea to start a business or write a book or to do something creative with the Ace of Wands, I would get started. Ace of Wands is just the spark, right? I love the Ace of Wands because it's kind of like the roots going down into the soil. So it's kind of like saying your idea, your inspiration with the Ace of Swords is becoming a little bit more real. It's becoming a little bit more grounded, but I still feel like you need to take action on something that could be an idea. You have the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, it's like whatever this is going to lead to a lot of success. Finally, with your advice from your guides for your next steps, you have the Loyal Hearts card here, so definitely could be love coming in for you. This is basically just saying that there is love coming in for you with the Two of Cups as well. This is someone who wants to have a lot of fun with you as well, I feel. You also have the Devil here, which is you here, Capricorn, so I feel like you are kind of showing up in a very strong position with the Devil, puts you in a position of power and strength, and probably a perfect match. But you have the Two of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Two of Cups. I feel like your guides want you to know that you're in your power, that you have a lot of strength at this time. With the Devil energy, I feel also a lot of people this week have had the Two of Pentacles energy in this row, and I do feel like the Two of Pentacles is saying don't work yourself to the bone, especially with the Devil. This can say that you need to make more time for fun. You need to make more time to do the things that you enjoy doing, Capricorn, this week, so that you don't burn yourself out. And again, you're not the only sign that has had this message, so I would pay attention to that. The Two of Cups, I feel like they're saying that there's divinely guided love coming in for you, but I also feel like this is saying that you need to kind of like attach to your higher self. The Two of Cups is you and your higher self, so I feel like your guides want you to do some kind of like listening to yourself, meditation, listening to your messages that you receive during the day or in your dreams, things like that. I also am getting something about like, it's like saying this is not a death sentence or something, are these words that are popping into my head. Again, I feel this week is really kind of challenging your reality in a lot of ways. It's like, you know, I feel like saying this is not the end or something like that. I feel like your guides are trying, like, you know, I feel like there's something that you're assuming is the end, but it isn't. So it's like, what the hell does that mean? I don't know. Let's dig into it. Let's figure out what they're trying to say here to you, Capricorn, because again, I keep getting something about, like, this is not the end. You have the Six of Wands. I feel like they want you to know there's a lot of success coming for you. I love two sixes, moving in the right direction. Queen of Wands, you're very attractive at this time. And the Six of Swords, improvements. Two sixes in this row as well. Definitely moving forward, definitely heading towards some improvements here, moving on to calmer shores. The Six of Swords represents a guide. This guy in the back of the boat, he goes back and forth between the choppy waters. He represents one of your guides. So I feel like you are being guided at this time, but I feel there could be something that you feel like, it's almost like I feel this Devil energy is your guides saying that you feel like there's something that defines you. But I feel the Queen of Wands, she defines herself. She's not defined by, you know, anything from her past. She's not defined by certain things. You know what I mean? She defines herself, and that's probably in demand. You know, if I'm being honest with you, I'm having a really hard time clarifying that message. I can't quite get out what it's trying to say here, but I do feel that it's like your guides want you to know And I feel like that's the most important part of the message, is that you define yourself here, Capricorn. But love it. So we're going to do 3 yes or no questions here, Capricorn. So we are going to do 1 here, 2, and 3. So each one of these, 1, 2, 3, represents yes, no. Feel free to pause this video if you need to think of questions. But for question number 1, we have a no. I feel like no. Too many delays on this card here. So I feel like saying no. On card number 2, I would say yes. I feel like you're gaining clarity on something with card number 2. So I just feel like this is a yes. And for card number 3, yes, 3 of Wands. Definitely something coming in for you in the future with 3 of Wands. But this is an interesting reading, Capricorn. So thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Capricorn, and definitely enjoy your week.